Hey everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. That's the name of the show. So, what have you guys decided to do?
You got it right!
Well, it occurs to me that if we're getting paid 50 gold, and if we've got 9 minutes of audible clamor, and we buy, the cheap alcohol. I mean, alcohol is pretty cheap in this campaign here, or according to the PH. So if we use those first 9 minutes where he's doing his music to just throw out free, really strong, really cheap alcohol, it won't really matter with the other shit.
I think a better idea.
That's pretty much how a concert works.
It seems like it seems like your music comes from an equivalent of maybe exactly 12 men. So
roughly, yeah.
Maybe hiring some help could be what we need here. Go into the slums, find a couple of beatboxers there. Who knows? Maybe we can get something done like that.
It's not like you can tell the difference, really.
We can hire some backup
the kind of music they want.
I think that if I get a pitchfork and a steel kind of like circle, like a basin of steel, and I start rattling around in it, it's gonna be the same music.
We could hire some ladies of the night as backup dancers, who could then dance very lasciviously.
Last time there were ladies of the night, they ended up being thieves.
I don't see the problem here.
I like that idea.
Okay, how much would it? So it's an hour and a half away, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So Neil, how much would it cost? I'll go out and try to negotiate. How much would it cost to hire some local professional women to dance for us here?
Some local professional women to
Neil, I do the same thing.
Area.
I'm gonna try and find.
Like a school of ballet or something. I'll go there for.
That was good.
Some singers, like
the arts.
some street performers, if I can find something like that, Neil.
Yeah. I see what you mean. So you can find these people. The question is, what quality and style are you looking for? Are we talking someone who will do it for you, who will just put on a show, or are you looking for someone who's well trained and has put a lot of time developing skills?
Or someone lascivious dancing will be good at that, and they don't have to do anything beyond that. And there'll probably be a lot of free alcohol.
That's for him, not for me. I'm looking for something else.
And fancy lords, after the performance is over, they're free to do whatever they want on their own time.
Okay, and how many lascivious dancers would you like?
Well,
how much are they going to cost each?
For an hour, you can get 2 gold an hour for just dancing and nothing else.
it's an hour and entrance to clientele they might not otherwise be acquainted with. If anything, they should be paying us, really.
Actually, no, I see why they should be paying us. They're literally hired to a lord's party. They can steal more than they can make, and they will probably steal more than they will make.
Do you tell that to them?
Should get a group discount,
I told the party this, not the girls.
Yeah. Your first contact says 2 gold an hour per girl.
I'm like, that's absurd. No way.
Well,
and just going by the local scale of what a gold piece buys you and a silver piece buys you and everything, that's insane. So I will go. Is there any? I'm going to go to the East-West Sausageville Dead End School of Ballet.
As luck would have it, Walcourts College offers a ballet class.
Yes. And I will explain that, I'm looking for some some artists, true artists, to interpret a new form of musical, a new genre, a new essence of the musical arts that we're going to be performing. And this is a chance for someone to get in on the ground floor, be among the first and possibly the most recognized, a defining name in terms of dancing and interpreting this. But you know, only if the people are good enough. And it'll be a command performance at the Lichtenstein estate. And you know, I heard there were some scouts there for the royal ballet.
Are you posing this to the professor or to the students?
To students.
Okay.
Professor's probably too smart to fall for that.
Yeah.
But this is a lot less suspicious given that I appear to be a woman.
Right.
I'm not some sleazy guy with a couch next to me here.
No, you're a man pretending to be a woman to ask these people.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
He's a man.
Is there a particular?
Some people have said La Sombra might be there, and the squirrel.
Is there a particular demographic you're targeting?
Young people, young horny lords.
Young, impressionable.
Young women walking around with leg warmers and ballet bags.
Got it. Okay, so of that, there are only 2 in the entire Woghort's dance class. So you take them aside, you explain to them, and I need you to give me a charisma check versus their wisdom, which in this game is willpower.
All right. All right.
Is that a 24?
Yes.
Okay, one of them steps up and says, I'll do that. That sounds like fun. And the other rolls her eyes and turns away and walks away. Just like, oh, God.
Excellent. We'll provide the transport to the Lichtenstein estate. Would you have any other friends? I mean, maybe not quite as artistic as you as far as the dancing, but who could be part of the show?
Well, it depends. What sort of music is this?
Very avant-garde.
Yes. Can I get a sample?
Yes, we can do that tonight at Shenanigans.
Excellent.
Squirrely McSquirrelson will be putting on a performance.
That sounds fantastic. I'll meet you at Shenanigans tonight. Let's say sundown.
Squirrelix. Known professionally as Squirrelix.
Squirrelix. It's like a SQ.
Okay.
There's a one in there somewhere. I'm not sure where.
My professional name becomes Squillix. That's fine.
So you guys agree to meet this young lady whose name is Nimble at the
So, Neil, do I find any
next day.
performers?
Yeah, just like random street performers?
No, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go.
These are people who want to be taken seriously as artists and who appreciate our new art form.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm going to the slums of the city, and I'm gonna try and find the downtrodden, the people that just sing their own music. I'm basically just describing like rappers in the hood. So
and they're
that's
just
what
like gathered around trash can fires for some reason.
Yes, and like
I would just spitting rhymes and beatboxing.
Okay.
Yes, beatboxing is the main thing I'm looking for.
Well, there's no one beatboxing that hasn't been invented yet. So
Something around that. So like street performers that do.
yeah, but you find various street performers who are doing their own thing. You find people like tapping out beats on cans or logs or people's roofs or whatever.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So I'm going to tell
a whole band by himself.
Kind of the same thing that our friend here said, but in more simple words. I'll pay you for your music. We have a concert, and we need more people. and this is the type of music, and I kind of try and describe the type of music that's Carson made.
Describe it to me.
It's a new style. It's more sounds than it is melodious.
So like
It's,
cat screeching and everything?
Nah, not really that bad, but close.
This doesn't sound very good.
A lot of booms, a lot of bangs. It's not very good, but you can make a lot of money from it.
Ooh, how much you paying?
I'll give you guys... I think 2 gold is enough.
Each?
What do you say about it? Yeah,
What?
each.
That's more than
Excellent.
we normally get.
Done.
Yeah,
Deal.
Cool. So, how many do we get?
You find 8 people that are down for that.
16 gold.
I
That's
think
cool.
we'd find like the entire town will be done for that, since that's more than they make in like a week or two.
Oh, that's
Normal jobs.
Yeah, but you know the idea here? Even if we don't make a lot of money here, the Liechtenstein estate is pretty up close, and this little boy, there's no other music. There's another performer that does the music we do. So when he wants more, who will it come to? The guys that put on a moderate show and made a bit of money off it, or the guys who didn't really make money off it but put on like a hell of a show?
And brought
So
a bunch of
you're-
homeless people to his party.
You're treating
Oh,
Squirrelix's new
we'll make
music
sure they're clean.
the same way you would say meth.
Yes, exactly. We are investing our money now to make more money in the future.
It's just as addictive. We have it on good authority that grindstone will be the most lasting musical genre in all history.
And it's not good for your ears in this case, so it's still not healthy for you in a way. So, see, all
okay.
the similarities are there. Well, drug dealers and bad music.
All right. So I want to get some metal wash basins
Okay.
that are about yay big. I'm
Sure.
going to poke holes in the bottom of them and attach straps to them so that I can put them on the performer's feet, and they're just going to jump around in those. I'm going to practice jumping around
In wash basins.
on my feet. Yeah.
How many wash basins with straps would you like? They're 5
Uh,
silver for a wash basin and a strap all put together.
5 silver per pair or 5 silver per wash basin?
Per pair.
All right.
I will inform you that we have, like, as soon as I meet you, I will inform you that we have 8.
All right,
cheap performers.
I'll make myself 8 wash basin drum sets. We'll call them foot drums.
So is the basin down so you're elevated like on platform shoes, or is it up so you're...
It's down, so you're like elevated on platform shoes. When you
Okay.
jump up, the impact of your foot and it landing gives you like this double percussive beat, kind of like a heartbeat, right? It's gonna be primal music. You're really gonna feel it.
Okay.
I am going to paint on each one so that these are official and can perhaps be sold at a significant markup later. Wash basins with they're going to have like the official Squirrelix logo, which will be like the squirrel with headphones.
Or a squirrel with a listening horn, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you set all of this up. And that all takes the rest of the day, like getting these things made and painting and whatnot. So you guys meet everyone back at the bar that night to give Nimble a performance.
So, I will, with the guys that I brought in, I'll kind of the basis of what's happening. So there's magical kind of music appearing, so they need to go with it. Just go with it. Do your best. There's no real way of making this happen besides you listening to it and going with it. Follow the rhythm.
So the street performers are here, and they're going to go with it. And the dancer's here, and she's going to go with it. And it's looking a little bit crowded in Shenanigans now with another 9 people. I mean, it's a decent sized bar, but
you know what?
I don't think Desmond's going to be
Neil.
complaining. This is
Neil.
business.
Why do we not go outside, take a small cart that turns into a stage, and we set it up. We put our singing artists like Squirrel, and we put Joe up, and the rest are down. and it's gonna be a lot better. Maybe even have the dancing go up and the rest down.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to memorize cantrip.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill up the oil thing.
So
So
this is a
probably
rehearsal.
try it out outside.
I'm gonna go at Pat. What's your character name?
Manuel.
Manuel. This is gonna be an outside performance. Can I count you for a bodyguard?
Sure.
And
This-
I'm gonna try a few test squirts just to get a sense of how far the oil will shoot out, and
Well, the
Keep
more
that in
oil
mind.
you shoot out, the farther it goes, but the more oil you shoot out, and the bigger the flames. So it's kind of a very exponential thing. Like a little squirt goes up, but a big squeeze.
I'm just trying to get a sense so I don't accidentally set anything on fire because I don't have any money to pay for that anymore.
I'm okay with that. I don't even get in your way.
How much oil would you like to use up during your testing? Are you doing like just a little test, just like find
just like a few squirts. I mean, it's not. I'm not going to be like shooting oil flames.
Okay, so you're not experimenting to get it exact. You're just getting a rough ballpark figure. Okay.
You know what? I have an idea.
What could go wrong? It's fire shot in the middle.
I have a fast idea. So if around the stage, can I make a few like pits that's surrounded by stone, and in the middle of them, there's gonna be one of my Molotovs, maybe two. I'm gonna attach a fuse to it. The fuse can be like any type of like tissue glued together or like a rope or something. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do this like around the stage. Tie the knots together and draw all the lines behind the stage. So when the show starts, I can light it up and they can explode.
Explode?
Like they're in pits of stone, so nothing gets like frame around it.
So
And
wait,
it's
hold
literally
on.
just
What
fireworks.
exactly? How are you creating exploding flames? Pits of stone with
With Molotovs inside, attach like something that's flammable, like a string of something. Doesn't matter. It's basically the fuse. Draw the fuses like in the back of the stage, and then just light them up.
But it wouldn't explode. They would just be on, like, they'd be candles. Molotov cocktail doesn't explode when you light it. It doesn't even explode. You break the bottle, it just creates fire wherever the oil spills. There's no explosion.
You need a powder. Which
Maybe
I mean,
surfer, but I don't know that. Well, if it's not possible, it's not possible. It would have been a cool idea.
I might need more bandages.
I'm gonna call everybody but Morton over. I'm like, all right, it occurs to me that what is new popular music all about? Rebellion. What makes it even more popular is when the old religious people and everything are like protesting it and really upset by it. I mean, that's what makes everybody like it.
We should
Morton's
definitely
like
promote this
26.
show.
Liking your idea. You are thinking with your head, Joe, not with your heart. I like that. Good job.
So we
So,
should like
we can. So if Brother Morton just totally dislikes it and starts protesting, and I can't imagine why he wouldn't like a new cacophonous form of music with like a scantily clad woman carrying around a flaming pitchfork. There's like nothing at all that's against mainstream religion there, and yeah.
I'm going around like the town or like nearby, like telling everybody within earshot, hey, there's a free rehearsal going on at Shenanigans. You should go check it out.
I mean, I think
I'm actually going to
Which we-
go around in disguise as like a really uptight old woman and go into like a few bars and go, there's going to be the most scandalous show at Shenanigans. It's scandalous. Dancers and just all kinds of stuff, and no one
That's
should
even
know
better.
that. It's like
It'll be like nothing you ever seen.
all good thinking religious people, and just go around like that all over.
while he's doing that, I get some of my take some of my paper and I get some string and I write a sign with our band's name on it about like, yay big, and I tie a string to one end and I wrap it around the duck's neck, and I have the duck just circle the square that we're going to be performing in.
Now I'm going to warn you. I don't think my healing proficiency extends to ducks.
Dragging his
I'm
son.
familiar with human anatomy, but if you decapitate your duck, he's done for.
It'll be fine.
So the duck has a string around his neck, and the string is attached to.
It's a body
A
harness.
banner, like
So
when
it's
you have
one
like
string
the
around the neck, one
airplanes
string
flying
around the
around with the advertising banners.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just slightly smaller because he's a duck instead of a plane.
All right.
So it's
But
just
he's
like a
still
little
right
banner up on the
He's
back
also-
of his neck.
He's also flying lower. So
Like 20 feet.
yeah,
I don't.
So
Can you control him to fly, or do you have to?
yeah.
he's got to quack at it or whistle at him.
I have to speak. I have to either literally play an instrument at him or sing at him, but he can understand exactly what I'm saying and he'll always do what I say.
All right, you have a duck that is now flying in a circle around your little camp.
So-
Banner flying behind his neck.
You know what? I'm actually gonna talk to Desmond and see if maybe we can get 2 of his bodyguards on rent for tonight, because it seems like this is gonna be a bit bigger than we expected.
Hell fucking no! You're putting on a crazy show outside of my house with pyrotechnics? I need those bodyguards in here to make sure none of that stuff comes into my shop. In fact, I'm actually gonna have to hire extra protection just for tonight.
There's no pyrotechnics.
We should get a percentage of all drink sales for tonight.
There's no pyrotechnics, Desmond. There's no fire involved. Well,
With you,
maybe not,
there's
sorry.
always fire involved.
Well, yes.
Except
but
when you
not-
used to try and put out the torches I was carrying. Do you remember that? That was a weird moment.
It was a dark moment in my life.
So when I hear Rylene talking about his plans with like the Molotov cocktails, I'm gonna start racking my brain for perhaps any herbs that might help with burn wounds. Maybe like giant tubs of aloe vera.
I like the fact that Ryan is so accepting of us being so evil and just helping us get out of the shit that we get into.
All right, give me
Oh,
an herbalism check, Hobgoblin.
yeah.
Not even a charisma check to convince him to end
Yeah,
some of
take-
his help?
Taking a
I mean,
break from my
stopping
needle
the people from...
Ooh,
He-
barely.
All right, yeah, you find some aloe growing out.
Oh, I
behind
actually find it.
Shenanigans. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna collect it and prepare a bunch of burn ointment.
Okay. You have 1 bag of aloe, and since this is Shenanigans, I won't make you keep track of how many bags you have and what's in them.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if I do have bags on here.
Okay, anything else you guys want to do before the show? Wait, what were you trying to... did we solve what you were doing?
I was talking about Desmond, like, hey, since we're bringing in so many customers, we should get like a percentage of drink sales or.
Well,
Let me see here.
you might want to...
As a
If you want to get
fighter-
if you want a percentage of drinks, that means you're also taking on a percentage of any damage caused by your show.
Hmm.
If you're willing to make that deal,
Yes, we will make that deal.
okay. 20% of 20% of profits from extra drinks go to you, and you pay 20% of the damages incurred upon my shop.
I shake on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job,
That's
Manuel.
I go hire
That's
extra...
like what happens all the time, except this time we're getting part of the drinks.
I need extra help now that this is happening, so I will hire like 4 burly seaman doc type characters to be our bodyguards.
I'm sorry,
You
4
know-
seaman dock worker type people?
Yeah, like
Sadly, we are
I-
not near the ocean. There are no...
I can add that to
What
his
about
list.
burly farmers?
Ah, yes, you can go find some burly farmers. You're going to hire them for protection?
The burliest.
Yep.
For how long?
just
How,
silver.
I think the cost of
Two
everything
silver for the show.
exceeding how much we're getting paid at this point.
well, at this point, also, everyone's gathered around for the show. Everyone's here. Everything's just about ready to go, and you're going to run off and start looking for...
No, this
For
is not.
muscle?
This is not start joking. This is not like everything is ready. This
Yeah,
is
no,
we're
this
still
is, you
talking.
guys are all ready for the performance tonight, the practice performance.
Yeah, the practice. That's what I'm doing. Like fastly getting some help, just so we have a bit of protection. If
Okay, well,
this goes
everyone,
to
like,
plan.
there's a crowd that has already gathered around at the stage,
I say,
waiting for you
Riley,
guys.
go find some burly farmers. We'll
We
be
just gotta let the music do what the music's gonna do.
I nod my head and I'll go find some bird farmers to get some protection.
Okay.
I mean, I was saying,
All right, we've got the fire starter out of here. Let's get the show started. Do it quick before she's back.
Are there any religious right types like showing up to protest the show?
I think I am the religious right.
How come you're not
the-
like out there getting more people to protest us?
The high priest himself is down with an entourage of 6 other clerics from the Temple
my
of
God.
Martha.
perfect.
Yes.
Oh wait, there's a high priest of Martha in this town?
Yes, there is.
There's everything in this town.
This is why you're here.
There's everything in this town. Like, I dare you to try and find something that's not in Shenanigans.
What? First
Sorry,
off,
that is not in Dead End, West, Easter, and Sausageville.
As the
Yeah,
sign,
it's on the sign.
declares.
Yep,
right.
as the sign declares. And the funny thing is, Neil was like, "Oh, I'm gonna rename it next week." You didn't, did you? There's no name.
Should you
Hello?
guys make a sign?
Chill out, Chucky! Do you really want me to rename it that fast? I can have a name for it right now if you want.
Did you guys actually make a sign and post it?
Yes.
There's no sign.
There is a sign.
There's 2 signs.
Made a sign.
Hey,
One on either side of the road coming into the
I
town.
bought
Oh, yeah,
wood
but-
and I bought paint.
There's
Yes.
a sigil. There's even a sigil.
You guys built a sign on the road, but no one drew a sign that we can actually see.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay, yeah. But there, I mean, in our fantasy land, there is a sign that says "Welcome to ass backwards East Sausageville Western Housing Den" or whatever it's called.
It's Wester Eastland Sausage
No.
Dead End, right?
No. It's
Dead
sausage.
End.
No. Sausage. Yes, the Dead End Sausageville, East Westerland.
Dead End Sausage Village Westland. That's right.
Anyway,
So I'm gonna get someone to draw a sign.
hey, hold on. You guys are putting on the practice performance right now, and I need some rolls
Apparently, there
from
is no
everyone.
performance because Squirrely just went off to go make a town sign.
No, I'm in real life. I'm gonna get someone to draw a sign.
Okay, but before you do that, give me a charisma roll.
he's on Fiverr right
Squirrely.
Yep.
Pat, I'm sorry, Manuel. You said you're gonna make some smoke.
Oh God.
How are you
Uh,
making smoke?
Oh, I thought that was up to our wizard or
now.
guild.
Yeah, I've got cantrips.
Okay, I thought I heard Pat saying he was gonna make smoke, but
Neil,
Oh,
am
we're
I
just
really not?
discussing
Am I
those.
really not finding like people to help with protection for the
Oh,
exorbitant?
you're finding them.
price
It
of
just might take some
yeah,
time.
it just might take 15 or 20 minutes to find them and get back to the bar.
Okay. Well,
Right. I'm sitting nervously in the crowd, looking over to the high priest, hoping that the party doesn't embarrass me.
He walks over and goes,
we will. Oh, we will.
Friar Bigsby, I've heard about you. I recognize you from your description.
Hard to miss.
I recognize you from your reputation, high priest, although this is the first I've actually heard of you.
Well, that is a backhanded sort of compliment, isn't it? Anyway, what do
I
you
found
think of
some
these happenings around here? These shenanigans?
I have found some very wayward sheep in need of my shepherding. This is turning out to be quite the project. But I will bring them into the life and the light and love of Martha. They'll turn around.
Well, perhaps you should write a book of your journeys.
As a matter of fact, I have been.
Excellent.
Well,
A shepherd's book is always needed when you have such ruffians.
indeed.
Okay.
Although rather than a book, it's 10 crumpled sheets of papyrus with my chicken scratch on them. But when I have some money, I'll buy a real book.
Okay. If there's nothing else you want out of that interaction, we can just move on.
Do you wish to characterize the high priest more? This is the first you even mentioned it. I even went to the church like a couple sessions ago and bought some holy water, and it was
Yeah.
generic church.
It was a generic church. But every church has a high priest by definition. That's the guy that runs it. I guess every large church does.
And this one is a priest of Martha.
I
No,
don't know
he's
what
a
the
generalist priest, but he is. I
Okay.
mean, he prays
Okay.
to Martha.
Dabbles in Martha.
I
Yeah.
always got the idea that Sausageville was kind of like a backwards dead end
That's
type
just
of
because it's
town.
in the name. I don't think it actually is.
And
It
now,
has to
now
be,
it's
but now it's
it's-
better.
It has a school that has a ballet class. Let's just reflect on that for a moment.
Yeah, it's a very big
It has a
city.
magic
It's
school,
an
you know?
elective.
Where
Come
does it-
on.
This is most likely this is one of the biggest cities around.
All right, Squirrely, quick, get on with the show before the pyro comes back.
Yeah. All right. So I take the stage. I crack my neck, and I thank everyone for coming. And I yell out, "Parents, be warned!" And I do a little chalkboard testing with my metal finger picks, like some good chalkboard noises going on there.
The people stand around scratching their heads and looking at you.
And I look at my 8 guys, and I cast my spell, and I'm like, okay, 1, 2,
And I
3,
cast cantrip.
start with the jumping.
They start jumping up and down, and you're like, do you add anything else to this?
Oh, absolutely. So I enhance their jumping sound, so it really does sound like a heartbeat. Like you're really getting that boom, boom, boom sound going through. And I temporarily switch over to my my lyre. And I sing the first grindstone verse that ever was.
Which is?
Grab your iron, grab your tin, seek the brand new sound within. Rub it harder, the better to hone. And I have a little chalkboard right here. Everybody wants to grind stone.
At which point I will come in, do the whole thing with the loot and flames.
Can I get some charisma checks?
Can I get a charisma check from
Or music checks or whatever?
Squirrely and Jack, both of you?
Yeah, I only got a 25 on the music.
Only got a
Alright.
25 on the music. Oh, I see.
Well,
Neil,
no,
tell me,
it's
by the way, Neil, tell me when I'm back with the guys.
So that's my chalkboard, and then this is my scene. That's actually not bad.
I was just gonna do it all under one kind of. I mean, what singing was there? That was you just said some words. That doesn't need its own check. That 16 is the check.
And keep in mind, flames just shot out of my loot.
Oh right, can I get a perception check from you, Jill?
Okay.
Your shoulder is on fire!
Let's see. So perception 11. All right. Let's see here.
All right, you
Okay.
did get some shit flames shooting out, but in the chaos of everyone like hanging out and dancing and the yelling and the screaming and people like covering their ears and other people like yeah, your flames shoot out at a bystander. Let's give them a saving throw versus breath weapon.
Manuel, you're the bodyguard! Take care of this when I'm not there!
Give me a d6 for damage.
Oh.
Oops, that's not their HP.
It's just a little sand. Just a little
Listen,
free drinks. Free drinks.
It's
They
a
still
singe
wouldn't
on the
take
eyebrows that
over
they collapse onto the floor with.
I whisper to
What?
the
Father or something
Okay.
shouts it.
I whisper to the high priest, "Welp, I'm up," and I run
Yes.
over and roll a healing proficiency.
It's not a party unless somebody gets at least singed. So
Yeah.
That's how you know it's a
I'm
Squirrel
just like-
show.
I'm just like patrolling the area, looking.
Don't
for-
make that happen. Don't make that happen
Sources of
because there's
trouble.
gonna be in the future. There's gonna be shows, and which we're gonna be man bird at stakes because we play. If you make it that type
Oh
of show,
god.
Is this guy actually unconscious?
Yes, he is at 0 HP.
All right. So no free healing, but I'll deal with it next round. But
Yeah, I sort of drag him away from the show, like
I
like behind the tree. So
don't move him. Don't move him.
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Don't worry. I've done this sort of thing before.
Okay.
All right, so Pat and I are struggling over the corpse.
The reaction from the crowd is very tepid. The priests that came out, the religious right, is kind of just staring at you and then looking at the kids. All the youth that are here for this cool show are like, that's a...
How are the youth handling it?
They were into the starting sounds, and they're into the loop music and the weird colors flying everywhere. But the people stomping on drum tins and the scratching on the chalkboard really didn't go well with them.
And not
Almost
not
as
musicians.
you got a
These
chalkboard
were
with
homeless
a
people,
bad
right?
sound.
Also, the dancer decides that it's appropriate to do a flying high kick off of the stage, and misses her target and lands on a person, face kicking them. She rolled a 1 on her dex check.
Oh, Lord.
I think again, this is a bonus. I think.
Yeah, I mean, what type of what?
Oh god, she
type
knocks
of
another
clothing-
person unconscious.
All right.
Joe's getting
I
better.
dragged that
Okay.
guy away too.
So I expend my first an orison, healing the burn victim for 1, and then I immediately rush over to the roundhouse kick victim.
Yeah. The crowd parts very quickly, and the priests are left standing going, "Oh, that was awful." And I think everyone agreed. Ugh. And they start to leave. At this point, Rylene, you come back and you see the crowd disappearing as Squirrely is going hard on it, and there's a duck flying in a circle. You arrive with...
If another round passes, I
So,
healed.
a couple
Actually,
of
I can
people-
roll a...
I'm gonna try and do this, Neil. This is gonna be the attempt to save this. Some people are leaving, some people are kind of in between. You know what? I'm gonna bring in some hypers. So the people that just hype this up, just make this look like the most incredible show you've ever seen. 1 gold for each of you if you do this. I literally just triple their price or something like that.
Okay, they all nod and start running towards it, being like, "Oh my god, is this the Squirrelix show? Is this what it is?
Yeah.
I'm super..."
I'll read them. I'll read it because I have the biggest cards back here. But wow, this is amazing! I haven't seen anything like this!
Okay. They get most of the crowd that was abandoning to turn around, and I would like you guys to re-roll your checks. Actually, you've already passed, Rob, so you don't have to do it. But
Can I-
Justin, re-roll it for me. See if you
I
can...
think I can do better.
All right, you changed it up as well. Both of you give me charisma checks.
Okay, do you want
Charisma
one
or
for me
is
as well,
music?
Neil?
Your music skills.
All right, because then I can use Dex and my bonus for.
All right,
The-
Justin, let's see if...
Talent.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah! You want Neil? Neil,
We
can I
are
roll my
just
hyping check as
warming
well?
up.
The
Nope.
hyping check is not that good. Let's go.
No. You
We
didn't
did
need a
a music-
hyping check. You had...
Yeah, I just wanted to make it if I rolled that 20.
No.
Yeah, we just took it over the top.
There we go! That's my people!
It turns
Alright,
a corner, it hits something. Maybe you realize that the scratching, if it was an eighth of a beat later, it hits this interesting note or something.
This is grindstone. You take them and you build it and you build it, and then it suddenly all comes together for them, and it's magic.
Yeah.
I look at all the people behind me and say, good job, you earned that gold.
All right, I expend another orison to heal the ick victim for 1 and drag him out of the mosh pit.
Okay. He is out of the mosh pit.
Does he come to with
Sorry.
1 healing, or is he?
Drag that guy
Yeah,
out.
he comes back to consciousness. They're both... The kick victim is actually down for the day. His neck is sprained, so he can't really do anything. The other guy is fine.
Free drinks for them.
Wait, the guy that I hired, one of the guys that I hired is unconscious?
No.
Not my people.
This is before you showed up.
Not the people that I hired. Then
Your people have not been injured yet.
Your homeless people are doing just fine.
Good.
Okay. The show ends after you run out of music in 10 minutes, is it? 9 minutes? 8 minutes?
Well, you've got 2 audible glamours, right?
He's already used
I already
1.
used 1 today. So
Yeah.
All right, so 9 minutes.
All right,
Well,
so
it was a reversal.
9 minutes later, the show's over, and all the people are standing around and be like, yeah, more! Do it more!
That was just a taste. But we'll be back at the next Burning Peasant show.
I will get Jill reversal tomorrow as well, or what are we doing?
No, please.
No idea.
Okay. Well, you heard it, people. That was it for the show tonight. But you know us. We always hang out at Shenanigans. It will happen eventually.
Justin, not Justin. Chucky, can you turn down your mic a little bit?
Yeah.
Starts getting
Sorry, I was screaming. I was
Yeah.
literally screaming.
All right. Then, as part of the impersonation trait, I'm able to disguise very quickly with things. So I'm going to step down from the stage, duck behind the wagon, quickly disguise myself as just like a regular person, and go out through the crowd. I hear they're selling those official Squirrelex tubs for like 2 gold each. Man, I got to get me one of those. I'll go around doing that a lot.
And I will literally, like, as she says that, I will literally go to her, yes, we are actually selling them. I collect the tubs. So this is the official logo. This is Squirrels, and if you come with this back, the next performance, you are treated as a VIP, and you will be brought in the front row. You can enjoy the show.
I hear there's even a chance that you might get burned next time if you're wearing those.
So I do have a closing verse for Grindstone.
God.
You told us Shenanigans. You pointed us
Justin?
out to this.
Justin, do it.
Crowds on fire, fingers flying. Morton Bixby's listening to my lyre. We set him up and knocked him down. Now we're known all around town. We out.
Okay.
Cool, and I'm gonna attempt to help Joe. Or Joe help me. I don't know.
It does not go well. No one is buying the 2 gold wash bins on feet with paintings. They're not appealing to anybody.
Okay, not even if we sell them for 1 gold.
I mean, it's not like you have a market here that you can just keep plying over and over again. People are just leaving in general. You only have a few seconds.
Get out while you can. Run for your lives.
I look around for like any signs of damage and try to like either patch it up or hide it or something.
There's no damage.
Put some dirt on it.
Give me a perception check.
I think the only fire was spewing from...
Yeah, people. Like, on people's faces. That's it. So I'll pay the bodyguards.
You don't see any damage, Manuel. Sorry, what were you saying? Oh, you got 8 people this time.
No. Like on not the tub people.
Not the tub people. 8 bodyguards. Yeah.
People.
Wow, that's a lot harder than expected. But okay, cool. I'll pay them. I promise. So I'll give them the money. Still have 25 gold left. I'll tell the top people that they did good, and after the party, they'll get their money.
Wait, this wasn't the show that we had us performing at?
Yeah, I told you that it wasn't. You know it wasn't. Don't try and skim out of it. 5 days from now, I told you this is just a reversal. You asked how it is. I just showed you how it is.
Doing shows and not getting paid for them. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
How much do you get paid for a show? Okay, like the guy who's saying.
Hey, we had an agreement.
Yes, you finish the show, you get 2 gold, which is like about 10 of your normal shows.
He grunts, and they leave. They agree to meet you here an hour before you're supposed to leave for Liechtenstein on the day of.
Okay, cool. That sounds good to me.
Desmond comes out as everyone's leaving, and everything is being finished up. And he says, so that was good, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it started off a little bit rough, but I guess it's not called Grindstone for nothing. That was great. I'd like to give you your share of the drink money, and he hands Rylene 20 silver coins.
Rylene, not Manuel.
No, I'm sorry, Manuel. Yes, hands Manuel 20 silver coins.
Hey, thanks, Desmond. And
Yeah.
perhaps we can have a similar arrangement sometime in the future.
Perhaps. Maybe with a little bit of a longer show. That wasn't bad. But,
Yeah, it's just a rehearsal for now, but in the future we'll get better and put on some longer and better shows.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, as well. That went well. We know where we're going with it. Now, do we want to go and get those scrolls?
Maybe we should get some scrolls.
We should probably get some scrolls.
Just in case we need to put on a long.
By the way, Manuel, can I get that money? I'm a bit short after I paid all those hypers to help with the show.
Yeah, sure. I'll hand it over.
About the hypers, Raylene, I think you should stop inviting homeless people to our shows.
You realize that everybody was leaving until I did that. The only reason the show had any people there was because my people hyped it up.
So the whole audience was just paid to show up?
No, only the guys
Doesn't
that
bode well.
No, they're still children of Martha.
Good
you
point.
did your job as well. Good. I heard you healed a couple of burn victims, but I guess that's
Yes.
a job.
Everyone heard that he heard a couple. I put it in the song.
Okay.
I'm not very happy about healing people from burns. That's not the way I roll. So
If there's nothing else to do, you guys can wait until tomorrow, or you can wait until the day of, or what would you like to do now that the show's over for the evening?
well, I mean, this was night. You said Witchery said midnight, Neil.
No, this is evening.
No, this was evening.
Huh?
Sundown.
Yeah.
Oh, evening, sundown. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking midnight for some reason. I guess sleep and tomorrow go to the Warlock.
Okay. You guys all go to bed. Boop, boop, boop. And in the morning, you wake up. And you know what? Actually,
Okay.
I think this is a perfect spot for a break. Otherwise, we'll run a little long. So we're going to take our second break right now, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.